Hello there, my beautiful Aries. My name is Eva, and I am here to do a general energy tarot reading for you. Tomorrow is the start of Aries season, so I think this is the perfect time for that. When I was thinking about your energy earlier and trying to tap into that a little bit, I was getting the Strength card. So I think right now you're going through a situation or time in your life where you feel like you have to be really strong, which is normal for all of us, right? But I feel like right now you're really trying to unleash that beast, which is good. And I'm getting kind of an optimistic, positive, winning vibe from you. So I really love that for you. But let's get this started here. And I was, Aries, actually going to do your video a little bit earlier. I ended up getting sick with strep throat, so if I sound funny, that's why. I do apologize. I might sound a little bit nasally or raspy. But honestly, since today is the first day of spring and tomorrow is the beginning of Aries season, I'm kind of happy that I waited here. So let's see what we have in store for you, okay? Let's see. Okay, Aries, we have the Hermit, we have the Queen of Wands, and we have the Seven of Wands in reverse. Okay, very interesting here. So with the Hermit, I kind of feel like you've been a little bit to yourself lately. The Hermit represents introspection, it represents enlightenment, possibly meditation. But the Hermit, he is a very wise person. Obviously, you can tell by his old age. He's one of the oldest looking people on the tarot, if not the oldest. So right now I'm feeling like you are seeking some type of wisdom, okay? And really taking your time to focus on what's important. So, and that could be the strength vibe that I was getting here, of you really maybe just trying to strengthen yourself in general, maybe by educating yourself on something, or that could literally be, physical strength. But I feel like you're working on yourself internally right now, and you're trying to do it the right way, because the Hermit is also Virgo energy, and Virgos are known for being very meticulous creatures of habit. So I actually really like this energy for you. Okay, and with that we have the Queen of Wands, okay? The Queen of Wands, she is a very feminine type of person, and she's also very creative. And back in the day when the tarot was made, black cats were a bad omen. And the fact that there's a black cat on this card kind of represents you're also in an energy of not caring about what other people think, and that's not in a bad way at all. This is actually really good. So whatever you're doing right now, it's like you're doing it for yourself, okay? And I love that for you, because a lot of us, we've all done it at one point in our life where we're working towards something, right? But we're doing it because that's what we think we should do because of what other people say. Or, maybe somebody's telling us, yeah, you should do this, you should be a nurse, you should be that, it's really good, it pays well, whatever. But you are just, standing in your own independent energy. So I love that. And, she's a queen, she's stable. Okay, we also have the Seven of Wands in reverse. So this, represents defending something. You can see this guy is kind of, fighting against some other people that are below that cliff or whatever, that rock, whatever that is. But it's like you're doing you, you're learning, you are educating yourself. And like I said, you're not caring what other people think. So you're not even like to the point of defending yourself. It's like, you know what? I don't give a fuck. I'm going to do what I'm going to do. Very Aries energy, by the way. And I don't care what other people think, because I know that what I'm doing is going to enlighten me and bring me into this energy. Okay, and I'm sorry, I'm just really shaking this table, you guys. But yeah, I just see you like, and with the Hermit here, I feel like you're not even really telling people what you're up to per se. which is why you don't really have to fight with people, right? With the Seven of Wands in reverse, you don't have to defend yourself, because it's, you know, I think as we get older too, we realize it's easier to not tell people what we're doing all the time or what our plans are, so we don't have to defend ourselves. I'm sorry, I can't talk, you guys, okay? But yeah, like, you don't owe anybody an explanation for what you're doing. You're doing you, and you know that it's best for you. We have the Hermit here. He is literally like the wisest energy in the whole tarot deck. So yeah, I really, really like that for you. So this, I don't know if it's, you know, something to do with a career change, or maybe a hobby, or maybe you're just working on yourself in general. Maybe you've just realized it's time for a change. You know, changing your looks, changing your attitude, or maybe even changing up the way that you think. But yeah, I mean, we all go through that, right? So it's just, you're at the point to where it's like you don't owe anybody an explanation. You're just going to do you and be yourself. And a lot of times that just works out better. And what did I say? Change, we have death here, okay? Oh, no, we have death and the Four of Wands. Interesting. This is in reverse. Okay. I don't know. When I saw the death come out too, I saw it upright and then realized it was upside down. But, okay. So, yeah. So I think you're changing right now because you were trying to hold on to something, excuse me, that you thought was going to give you stability, okay? With the death in reverse here, you know, death is change. But when you have death in reverse, this means that you're trying to stop something from dying or go away or whatever, right? The Four of Wands represents stability. It represents unison, marriage, things like that. So maybe whatever you thought was your Four of Wands, it isn't, but you were trying to hold on to that. And maybe you're just accepting now that, like, hey, you know, that this isn't it. This is not it for me. So you're doing some introspection and you're changing yourself for that, which I really like. You know, sometimes we spend so much of our life thinking this is what's going to do it. This is going to be my stability. Like, this is going to be my end all. And, you know, 9 times out of 10, it's not. So, yeah, I think that introspection is helping you realize, like, really what is for you and what isn't. And, I mean, what better time to change? It's spring equinox, right? So, yeah, okay, we have the Seven of Swords in reverse. Kind of want to look that up. Either way, Seven of Swords is lying, cheating, stealing. Okay, so this is so funny, like all 3 of these cards came out of reverse, so in reverse. Yeah, okay. So yeah, whatever you thought was your Four of Wands, your stability, all of this, actually probably ended up stabbing you in the back. And, you know, Seven of Swords is lying, cheating, stealing. Also, this guy who is stealing those swords, he's being very strategic, right? He's trying to steal these swords and get away with it. But this person obviously didn't get away with whatever it was, okay? So, yeah, like this is just all like, I don't like this energy. Like this group of cards right here, literally, like, I'm just not feeling it. So I think this is why you are going through a change right now, because you need to get rid of this. Like, who's doing that to you? Yeah. Okay, interesting. Let's get a little bit more information about this energy here. And this could also maybe be like, this doesn't have to be a person, but this could also be work for you. This could also be like, this job offered you like some type of stability and it didn't really come through with that. So, yeah, just whatever you thought was going to be it for you is not it. Maybe you feel like you were done a little bit dirty because you were promised, you know, this or that, but you feel like, you know, things were just getting taken from you. So, Yeah, no. We're good on that. So let's pull a few more cards for you. Okay, yeah, so Two of Cups in reverse, Page of Cups in reverse, Ten of Wands. So yeah, Two of Cups in reverse, this is literally a separation right here. Obviously, if it's upright, this is two people coming together, some type of unison, a cute little love story, but it's not that, okay? Page of Cups in reverse here. That one I have to look up. I'm sorry, you guys. But Ten of Wands also in this group right here. Ten of Wands is somebody who's struggling and they're carrying a lot on their back, obviously. But this guy is almost to his destination, okay? And tens do represent an ending. So whatever it is, whatever's going on, all of this stuff, you are getting very, very close to the end with this, excuse me, this separation going on. You know, this guy's struggling, but look, he's come a long way, okay? So the struggle's almost over for you, Aries, with whatever this is. And let me just look up the Page of Cups really quick. Page of Cups is a gentle, artistic, dreamer type messenger, brings with him good announcements, good news, serene beginnings. Yeah, so whatever was your whatever your new beginning was, or whatever you thought was going to be for you, it wasn't for you. So you're separating from, you know, that Page of Cups energy, because it wasn't everything you thought it was going to be. Yeah, this is basically like and this could also have to do with the Strength card that I was thinking of earlier, because you've been strong, you've been carrying this weight on your shoulders. And you know, I feel like my best friend is an Aries, and I just feel like Aries always feel the need to carry so much on them. And I'm not saying that in a bad way, Aries. I'm just, you know, from the Aries that I do see, because you guys are like, you know, you're the first sign of the zodiac, you're full of energy, go-getters. But I feel like you just add on so much to your life sometimes that you end up doing yourself a disservice trying to do more for other people and with other people, okay? So, and I mean, nobody can do it like you, Aries, honestly. You guys can just keep going and do the most. I mean, props to you. But, you know, sometimes you have to kind of let that go a little bit, right? We can't be like that all the time. So maybe this is you kind of realizing, okay, like there's things I have to drop. Like, you have to drop all of this weight on your back, okay? Like I said, you know, one of my best friends is an Aries, and she can do literally anything and everything, but sorry, Esmeralda, but a lot of times when I do her readings, they say the same thing. It's like, okay, you need to stop doing everything for everybody, relax a little bit, you know, work hard, play hard type of thing, right? So yeah, interesting. All right, I'm done with that deck. Okay, all these reversals. Okay, so we have the High Priestess in reverse, the Nine of Wands in reverse, and the Three of Wands in reverse for you, Aries. Okay. So the Three of Wands has to do with planning. Nine of Wands is the Wounded Warrior here, and the High Priestess in reverse. Yeah, see, this is just like, it's more, it's like you've been doing more work, more planning, right? Just for you to feel confused. The High Priestess represents, you know, your intuition, you know, being aware of what's going on beneath the surface. And it seems like everything that you've been doing is just kind of making you more confused at this point, and you should probably just try and focus on like one or two things, right? So yeah, I'm just getting like so much hard work, hard labor, things not, you know, coming out as you thought they were, kind of like broken promises or something like that, right? Building you up just to break you down. So I think that's why you're just doing this whole introspection thing where you're like, okay, wait, stop. Let me think about what's really going to work for me and maybe intuitively you know what's going to work for you, but you've always had people telling you, well, no, that's not it. That's not going to do anything. Well, how are you going to do this when you do that? Well, what are you going to do to get there? And then after this and blah, 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 blah. And it's like people are getting in your head and like they're throwing off your intuition. They're throwing off your planning here, okay? And it's like you're just working extra with all these other things that maybe you don't really want to be doing. And it's not that you're bad at it, but like, you know, and I've just been getting this vibe in a lot of readings lately. Stop listening to what people are saying. Do not listen to other people. Do not even tell people your plans, because a lot of the time when you do that, you're going to get somebody saying that one thing, well, yeah, but, and that one thing can send you into a very downward spiral. So unless it's somebody that you know loves and supports you unconditionally, and even at that, sometimes these people are going to get in your head about things and, you know, bring you down about it. So I'm glad that it seems like you're keeping things to yourself. You're doing some introspection and you're seeing what really works for you. And, you know, like I said, nobody can keep up like a fucking Aries, like for sure, okay? But that doesn't mean that you should keep up with everything that people want you to just because they say to, just because you can, okay? Because just because you can doesn't mean you should. I'm like over here getting like, I'm over here getting worked up for you, Aries, because I know how that feels, okay? Like, even like sitting here doing tarot reads, like this is my 3rd video or whatever, but I've had people, you know, try to say like, well, you know, when you do tarot, da, 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 and it's like, you know what, never mind. I'm not telling you jack shit anymore because it's just not worth it. You know, do not let people get into that headspace of yours. And with the Hermit card there, it seems like you're not, you know, you know already, you've done this for long enough. It's time for you to come out of your shell. It's time for you to be who the fuck you actually are, okay? And that goes for everybody, okay? Yeah, you got me like all pumped up for you right now. Okay, let's get a Moonology card here, okay? Yeah, so balance spirituality and practicality, okay? The Hermit is Virgo, which is an earth sign. All earth signs are big on practicality, okay? So, which I think this is what you are doing, is balancing your spirituality and practicality right now, okay? So, let me see. Balance. Sorry, guys. See if I can find this fast enough, okay? But either way, there we go, full moon in. You know, I think you guys, you got it down. You're doing you. And if you don't feel this way yet, Aries, you know, always remember, like, at the end of the day, when you're on your deathbed, you're not going to be happy that you did whatever your uncle, your mom or dad said was sustainable for you. Okay, I mean, like, you should honestly just do what makes you happy, obviously within reason. If killing people makes you happy, please do not go and do that, okay? But like, you know, we only have like one life here, right? And it's short. And you should spend time doing what makes you happy. And if you could balance whatever makes you happy as a career or a hobby or whatever, you should always do that. Don't ever be afraid of what other people say, okay? Like, trust me, you're not going to be happy in the long run. I've had to learn that the hard way. I think we all have, you know, but do not, if you are in a people-pleasing energy, like, don't be that way, okay? Let's not do that. Okay, so balance spirituality and practicality. Full moon in Pisces, okay? And it's not a full moon in Pisces, but whatever. These are just what the cards are, okay? Anyways, have you been so head in the clouds that you've lost touch with reality? If so, take this card as a sign that you need to pay attention and make a concerted effort to move toward your goals. The more practical steps you can take, the better. It's time to find an inner balance between your responsibilities and your dreams. Meditate on your question, and the solutions to your issue may now come through very clearly, okay? If you're in a tricky situation because you've been acting the martyr, this card will be a message from the cosmos to drop the act for everyone's sake. Okay. Attune with the moon. Meditate every day and see what comes to you. Answers will come. And I'm going to say this again for my best friend. Every single time I do a read for her, something about meditation always comes up. Okay, so you guys need to meditate, okay? When you clear your mind, the answers will come. Do not continue with the overthinking, okay? But you are in that hermit mode, so I mean, I think you get the hint, okay? So, additional meanings for this card. You're in a super romantic but not super realistic state. Follow your intuition. It won't let you down. At worst, this card can be the herald, can herald the end of a dream. The person you're inquiring about is a soulmate, and to avoid substance abuse, okay? Yeah, we all got to be careful with that, okay? The teaching, Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac, so the full moon in Pisces symbolically marks endings, and we did get the 10 of Wands for you, which is an ending, okay? An end of a struggle. When the moon is in full in Pisces, or whenever you pull this card, it's time to dive deep into your emotions. Practicality is at odds with the numinous Piscean energies that have no borders, so feel your way now. Psychic ability is heightened when the full moon is in Pisces, and soulmates now connect. It's also time to send out your dreams to the universe, releasing out fears. Yeah, so like I said, release those fears of people saying things to you, okay? Don't worry about what people say, fuck that. But obviously in a non-delusional way, within reason. So let's see, I want to see what the outcome is to the situation, because it's like you're well on your way. You're in the mindset of making a change for yourself, right? But what is the possible outcome of all this? I'm going to get a different deck here to clarify this, okay? Let's see. What is in store for you? What is the possible outcome of all this change and struggle and introspection we have here, dear Aries? Okay, and well, yeah, 8 of Cups, walking away from something, okay? So you are walking away from things that no longer serve you, okay? And if, you know, this is also to me what you have to do. This is your advice, okay? Not just the outcome, but the advice. Walk away from that, okay? When you're walking away from whatever this is, you're also walking away from those bad, you know, emotions. The cups represent emotions, right? So walk away and get away from those, you know, boiled up emotions that you have, or those emotions of like, I'm going to disappoint this person, or I'm going to upset this person, or whatever. Don't worry about disappointing people. I can't stress that enough, man. Like, you know, and maybe now I'm a firm believer in that a little bit too much, but you know what, at the same time, and you know, I don't want to disappoint people, as I'm like, hey, let's go, you know, celebrate your win or something like that. And I'm like, oh, actually, I'm going to stay home because I really don't care. Like, not in that type of way, okay? But like, you know, just walk away from all of that. You'll be a lot happier, when you just separate yourself from those emotions that you've been feeling about, you know, what everybody else is going to think. And sometimes it's hard because, like, we live with these people, right? They say, what are you doing? Or are you still working on this? Well, I thought you were going to go this way. I thought you were going to go to trade school. Why are you here doing tarot reads right now? Or, you know, why are you, I don't know, buying these collectibles that you think they're really going to sell? Or, you know, you might have somebody in your ear like all the time on you, which is like, oh, it's one of the worst things. I can't stand that. But you know what, even at that, just turn around and say, I'm going to do what I'm going to do, you know? That was a lot of cards, but I'm not even going to take this right now. So yeah, I mean, it could be really hard when you're living with somebody and you have to like compromise and stuff like that. But, you know, it's okay. Sometimes you just have to prove people wrong. And even if whatever you're going towards doesn't necessarily work out for you, there's always going to be a learning experience to it. There's always going to be something. But, you know, don't let people bully you around and, you know, do this bullshit of, you see, I told you so. I told you. I told you. It's like, you know what? Literally at that point, just say, shut the fuck up. Just saying. We don't need to hear that. But yeah, like I said, it's like you have like people just always watching you and just, you know, in your head telling you what you should do. And I know as an Aries, I'm sure you don't like that. Okay. So I'll just shuffle this one more time. Yeah, okay. So yeah, you're here trying to make a decision, dear Aries. This is a Two of Swords in reverse. So this is you being uncomfortable about making a decision, okay? But like with the swords, just, you know, cut off whatever these emotions are, okay? Like you have to. Like these are both cards of just like kind of leaving something here. So yeah, let me just get one more. I'm going to get an oracle card for you guys. But, I mean, I don't even think I can really clarify this reading anymore at this point, because this is just saying, like, walk away from those old emotions. Walk away from whatever societal expectations that people have put on you at this point. Because, you know, I feel like, too, collectively at this point, we're going through a big shift where it's like the 9-to-5 thing isn't always the most successful thing, right? People are getting paid shit money. People are going to college and, you know, coming out with a bachelor's and master's degree while somebody that's a freaking bartender is making more money than them, okay? Like, it's just the way the world is now, and things are unconventional. And, you know, for the people who can't understand that yet, it's okay. They don't have to understand that, you know. Especially when you have older people in your head that have a pension from working at freaking, I don't know, for Exxon or something or whatever, you know. Like, they don't even give their new employees the same benefits now. So, you know, just don't let people be in your ear too much, okay? So let's just get one more little word of advice here for you. All right, well, there you go. No, wait, postpone, pause, say no, okay? So this here is saying to wait, to pause or whatever, but honestly, the vibe that I'm getting from this, yeah, it's like you have people, this is really telling me you have people in your ear saying, like, you should do this, you should do that. Just say no. No. That's all you have to say is one fucking word, Aries, and it's no. And I know y'all are really good at that, okay? All right, well, that concludes your reading. I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Like this video if you liked it. Comment if you didn't like it. Comment if it resonated. You know, just let me know if any of this was relatable at all. It is much appreciated. I welcome all types of feedback, okay? I hope you guys have a wonderful Aries season, and thank you for watching.